Hi there, my name is Candace Elliott and I am a values-driven human resources strategist. And today I'm talking with you about one of the useful things about pay clarity, which is planning for raises. So I've worked with tons of businesses, small businesses and nonprofit organizations and all these different places on doing raises. One way that companies go about raises is individually. So you look at every single person who's working in the company and you make different decisions about each person based off of how you feel about them or how they're performing or some unknown reason that you can't really put your finger on, but you're making pay decisions around it. And that way is one that can lead to unintentional, potentially discriminatory effects in the way pay is happening in an organization. And those effects can compound year over year so that, maybe the way you're making those decisions in year one doesn't have a huge effect, but by the time you get to year 5, things can get a little bit weird. So one of the cool things about pay clarity and my pay clarity package is that we can look at how all of your employees kind of line up in relation to each other, and then what salary increases can look like for this upcoming year's raises. The tool that I use is the Economic Research Institute's Salary Assessor. They aggregate all of the different employer-reported salary reports. These can be reports from payroll providers. There are companies that do surveys of different organizations and they put all of that information into reports. And so the Economic Research Institute aggregates all of those reports, sorts through and vets all the information, and then also creates commute related data sets. So like if you're looking for a data set for example, Santa Cruz where I live, that data set is based on people who live in Santa Cruz and also people who commute to Santa Cruz and also people who live in Santa Cruz who commute elsewhere. So it's got all these cool layers of information that's included in the data set. It's updated every 6 weeks, whereas most other salary reports are done on an annual basis. They'll go out and they'll collect all of the information, do all the sorting and data analysis and all of the things, and publish once a year. One of the really useful wage reports that I use for nonprofits is the Northern California Nonprofit Pay Survey. It's amazing. I'll link it below in case you're a nonprofit. But it is just once a year that information comes out. And as I am doing compensation analysis and looking at compensation all year round and working with organizations all year round, I need to have more up-to-date information than that. Also, with the insanely high inflation and increasing costs of living, it's important for me to have the most up-to-date information. And I can imagine you can feel the same way. You don't want information that's from April if you're doing raises in January of the following year. And most salary survey reports are published in that kind of April timeframe. And then most raises happen at different points throughout the year, but a lot of them happen end of year, beginning of year, or kind of around the summertime. So if, raises are on your horizon in the next, month or 2 months or happening next quarter, kind of in that zone, and you want to have some really solid numbers to base your raises on, reach out. I would love to get to know more about you and your business and what's going on with you and, what's happening with compensation and benefits and all those things, and see if there's a way that I can support you. So there's a link to do a discovery call with me and a link to the pay clarity package below. And I am looking forward to getting to know more about you and your business.